The 62 richest people in the world, most of whom are Americans, not all American, but most of whom are US citizens. The 62 richest people together have more wealth than the bottom half of the population of this planet, roughly 3.5 billion people. That's beyond obscene.
Actually, that is 100% normal. To quote Peter Thiel, we do not live in a normal world, we live in a power law world. Meaning, a lot of the things in this world follow a power law distribution model where a few entities will have more of something than most of the bottom entities combined. This is a phenomena of nature like gravity. You can fight it, but it will always be. Let us look at some few examples where power law distribution plays out. One, a few movies make more money than most of the bottom movies make combined. Same for actors, same for musicians. Two, you spend more time with a few of your friends than you spend with all of your other friends combined. Three, a few websites get more traffic than most other bottom websites combined. Four, a few cities have more population than most other least popular cities combined. Five, a few influencers have more followers than most least followed in social media users have. So I know what you're asking. Great one. Does everything follow a power law distribution? No, not everything. To explain what adheres to power laws and what does not, we will use concepts of extremistan and mediocristan as coined by Taleb. The concepts of extremistan and mediocristan were introduced by Nassim Nicholas Taleb in his book The Black Swan to differentiate between two types of domains based on how they adhere to power laws. In mediocristan, phenomena such as human height or weight tend to follow a normal distribution, with most observations clustered around the average. Extreme values are rare and have limited impact on the overall distribution. For example, if you look at the distribution of height, most people fall between 5 feet and 6 feet tall. If you are more than 7 feet tall, you represent less than 3% of the population. And because this is in the domain of mediocristan, which follows a normal distribution curve, the tallest people combined do not have more height than most of the shortest people combined. This is not the case when it comes to wealth distribution, which falls under the domain of extremistan. In extremistan, phenomena such as wealth distribution or virality of a song often follow a power law distribution curve where a few entities will have more of something than all of the other majority bottom entities combined. For example,
in this country, 6 families and 8,000 Kenyans, 6 families and 8,000 Kenyans control 90% of the GDP. 90% of the GDP is controlled by 8,000 people.
6 families.
6 families and 8,000 people. They control 90%.
Instead of debating whether power law distributions are a good or bad thing, let us ask ourselves, what is the solution? But first, we must know, what is the problem? The problem is not wealth inequality. The problem is that not everyone in the world can access basic amenities like food, shelter, clothing, healthcare, and security. The solution, like we have seen in human history, is science and technology. For example, thanks to the internet, everyone can now access knowledge and information easily. And thanks to advances in medicine, billions of lives have been saved from various diseases, some of which have posed serious threats to humanity. Science and technology have given us cars and planes, making it easier for us to travel and trade, which improves our lives. And it's pretty amazing that we can turn sand into silicon chips for computers to work. To quote Peter Thiel, again, technology is like magic that helps us do more with less. And Arthur C. Clarke said, any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic.